What is poppin', ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy A0, and I'm here with another hot take. This one is for the newly announced Blade game, which is done by Marvel, and we got the studio behind Deathloop and behind Dishonored doing this. There's a little buffering going on. I'm gonna page it up a little bit. Hold up. Okay, there we go. So I'm here to talk more about one, how good of an announcement this is, and two, how Xbox needs to fight for this to be exclusive if it's not. Now, I'm a PlayStation guy. Used to be an Xbox guy. I loved Xbox. I'm not going to get into the story on how big of an Xbox guy I was all the way up till I went to E3 in 2019. I see the direction they were going, so that persuaded me to go another direction, and now I'm a PlayStation guy. But as a PlayStation guy, I personally believe Microsoft needs to make sure this game is not timed, not limited. Make sure this is full exclusive to Xbox and to PC. This is why. In a market where everything is so scarce and Xbox is behind so bad on exclusives, I give them credit with Game Pass. The Game Pass is amazing, but they don't have exclusives. So what better than to get an exclusive Blade game? Listen, PlayStation already got Spider-Man. And not only do they got Spider-Man, Spider-Man's been being carried on the PlayStation, and PlayStation's been carrying Spider-Man. They've both been in connection for all these years now, and not once have they even thought to put it on Microsoft, on an Xbox platform, ever. It never will be. Now, if we can get it where consoles are starting to say, hey, companies starting to say, think of the Soul Calibur effect. If we're getting to the point where companies can start saying, hey, we want Spawn on Xbox, we want Link on Nintendo, we want Hayachi on PlayStation. If you can get to that point where you're doing that with Marvel games, we're crossing crazy boundaries. Think about this. Not only is this big for Microsoft, this is big for gaming in general because it makes people say, I may not like Microsoft, but I want to play a Blade game, and I love Marvel. And not to mention who it's made by. This game here, Deathloop, was one of the Game of the Year contenders. It had great scores, everything. So I thought about the action, the graphics, everything that Dishonored and Deathloop brought. If you put that in a Blade format, and it's exclusive to Xbox, this could be big for Microsoft. They need games. That's all they need. The Game Pass is excellent. Their online service is excellent. Their chats, their Discord, everything's good with Xbox. They just don't have exclusives. And the games that they do bank on end up not making it through, like Redfall and Starfield. Starfield was okay, but they're not enough to make people say, I need a system. Will Blade be enough to say, I need a system? Spider-Man's been enough for people to say, I need a system. A lot of people bought PlayStations just because Spider-Man. So just maybe people will buy an Xbox just to play Blade. Now, my fear with that is Xbox has this, well, Phil Spencer has this concept of, I want Game Pass on everything, which he's doubled down on recently. He wants Game Pass on Nintendo. He wants Game Pass on PlayStation. He wants Game Pass on your cell phones. He wants it everywhere. I hate this method. I hate this idea. I truly do, especially being an old Xbox fanboy. I hate it. But if Game Pass was to go on other consoles, the plus side is it's good for their business because they're marketing, but it's not good for the Xbox itself. I can literally use my backbone, which is a phone holder, and play Xbox right now. Or play my PlayStation. That's sad to me. Some people see it as convenient. I see it as irrelevant, and it makes the console wars boring. It makes people not care about the war between consoles and all that. But back to Blade. Just look at this gameplay here of Dishonored 2. This is old gameplay. I just think of the concept of Blade and the way he fights and the things he can do, and think of how amazing that will be. How great it would be on Xbox Engine. Got a little buffering going on here. Let me fast forward it. Give me 2, 2, 1. There we go. I look at it as this. This gameplay would be awesome, and this is my idea for Blade. Imagine in Blade if during the day, You upgrade your armor, you do your equipment, you upgrade Blade himself, you get costumes, whatever you want to do. You get your hair cut so you can look nice and clean going out to kill. You put on buffs, you put on nerfs, you put on all that type of stuff right during the day. Then at night, you end up having to go through your vampire hunt and protecting. They give you scenarios. Now, my only fear with the Blade, it might only be able to be solo, which solo games work. But you know, I feel like imagine if this Blade game was like co-op, like if one person's Blade and then like four people are humans and I mean vampires and they have to try to kill Blade and Blade's hunting you individually, or you know, like something along those lines, something cool. But there's so much they can do with the game. That's my whole point. Even Deathloop had a really great concept of how the co-op was played. You know, one person could be the assassin while another person was the main character. So that was cool. But give me a cool concept like that. I don't mind it being solo player, but it would be dope. But I am here to say, Microsoft, make Blade exclusive. And this is coming from a guy that's on PlayStation. Make the scene competitive. Make it dope. Can you imagine if Marvel spread out between three? Like, we already got Spider-Man on PlayStation. Imagine Xbox gets Blade, and then Switch gets, like, I don't know, like, I can't even think, like, I don't even know who I can think of that's like an innocent, soft character that would work. But that's what my take is on it. Microsoft, fight to get this exclusive. If you want to start building up a line with people and building up your repertoire with people and making people want to go back to Xbox, this is your chance. So that's all I want to say on this. Microsoft better fight. And some people are like, oh, it's already exclusive or it's already been confirmed. No, it hasn't been confirmed. If it was confirmed, I wouldn't be having this video. So do what you got to do. Let's see what happens. It's your boy 80. Microsoft, get to work. Peace.